Today, I feel vindicated. Engineers and Planners, a wholly owned Ghanaian company, has secured a $100 million facility from ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development to acquire the Black Volta Gold Project. Now, this will be the first large-scale indigenous-owned gold mining project in country, a long overdue breakthrough and a powerful symbol of what is possible when vision meets courage and ambition meets execution. Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening at a very opportune time. John Mahama, our president's government, is pursuing an aggressive policy agenda aimed at promoting greater Ghanaian participation in the industry.
Guys, I have always held the view that Africa is never poor. Yes, and I know you also hold the same view. How can we have all these resources blessed to us by the maker and we still are poor? You know, when you come to Ghana, there are certain regions that are even not part. In fact, they've been written off in terms of poverty. These are the areas nobody even wants to say. So there's always a migration from that location or that region down south for greener pastures. Yes, I'm talking about the northern regions of Ghana. And here is the case where the narrative has changed and is going to be very prominent and visible in the very few months to come. Here is this. There is a new discovery of serious gold reserve in Upper West region, where we are talking about an annual gold extraction of about 163,000 ounces of gold. And now we are looking at a market value of about 3,300 per ounce. You can do the mathematics yourself. And this gold is going to be mined by a wholly Ghanaian owned company, Engineers and Planners, 100% owned by a Ghanaian. And this is where, you know, the spice is. This is where the icing is. Because if it is owned by a Ghanaian, then it means that the employment, the benefits that comes with the whole thing, everything is going to stay in the country. Of course, there are other components of benefits that are going to come along. We can talk of schools, we can talk of hospitals, we can talk of good roads. Of course, it's never going to be like the olden kind of mining companies that have left their mining communities, you know, to continue to rot as if nothing is happening. Here in this case, this is what we are promised. And so we are hoping that this mine take off very soon than we even expect. And then for your information as well, already funding has been secured for it. Yes, by an African bank, ECOWAS Bank. They've already given out $100 million to fund this project because this is a viable project. We are talking about $500 million in a year. And, you know, what we expect this thing to do, the narrative of Africa, first of all, a lot, the narrative of Ghana, and then the narrative of the northern part of Ghana being poor. Guys, everything is going to... Now there is going to be a migration. You see what is going to happen? A migration from down south back to the north. In fact, previously, everybody would have said that, no, this is a mirage. This is a mirage, which was never meant to happen. But that thing is broken to the extent that, believe you me, in the next few months or years, that migration is going to happen. Kindly watch the video and then subscribe to this channel. This is Authentic Plus TV. Thank you.
In more news tonight, local mining firm Engineers and Planners has acquired 100% stake in Black Volta Gold Project in the Upper West region, securing a $100 million financing agreement from the ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development. The project is set to open up the Upper West region that is endemic to poverty and increase Ghana's gold production.
A financing agreement signing that was held in Accra marked a step towards the development of Ghana's first large-scale, wholly owned indigenous gold mining operation, positioning engineers and planners at the forefront of Ghanaian-led participation in the extractive sector, the focused Upper West region that has yet to see significant large-scale mining. It spans an area beyond 934 kilometers. The signing event, financiers say this is a major investment that should be positioning Ghana on a world gold map.
If we want to change our balance sheet, we can't do 10 million US dollars transactions. We must target 50 million US dollars, 100 million US dollars, 200 million US dollars, no, as a bank, because we are DFI. We are not a commercial bank. And so engineers and planners, being one of our good customers, we decided that we should be involved in the acquisition of this black water project. And as we said, we started about 2 years ago. So it means that all the due diligences and all those have taken place. So please, let us be mindful of this. As Dr. Samjona said, this project has nothing to do with politics. Please take note of that. Now,
Ghanaian business leader Sam Jonah dismissed suggestions that EMP's acquisition of the Black Volta Gold project was driven by political favoritism.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us be clear. And I repeat, let us be clear. This is not a favor. There is no political patronage here. This is not crony capitalism. This is not about friends and family. The deal we are witnessing here today was actually initiated as far back as 2023, October, with no fanfare, no interference, and no backroom dealings. The success of this deal is not just about one company. It is about national economic transformation. For far too long, the mining industry in Ghana, despite its immense contribution to exports and foreign exchange, has been largely disconnected from the broader economy.
A deal, merit-based and commercially viable transaction reflect what has been long overdue, the transformation in Ghana's mining sector. The Chamber of Mines says the move must open up for more local participation.
The Chamber would work with all its members to drive synergies to ensure that the project is successful. This is a pivotal juncture, and we reaffirm our shared commitment to 3 pillars. The pillar of collaboration and value creation, responsible mining and stewardship, synergy and shared prosperity.
The deal was signed in 2023 after many years of exploration to a viable field. A major preference for EMP is local participation in the mining process.
Look, for the first time, you would have a Ghanaian mining our resources. There's no need to change money, dollars, pay dividends, transfers outside. Everything will be here. People will be employed here, locally. All the top management, every single person who directly benefit from this mine is a Ghanaian. Particularly, look at the track record of EMP. Beyond their work, we are witnesses of their social.